Vietnam, a land of whispers and wonder, where emerald mountains, winding rivers, and ancient streets carry stories through time. Beyond its bustling cities, world-famous landmarks, and vibrant culture lies a Vietnam that many travelers seldom see. It's not just a country but a living poem, where the scent of lotus and rain drifts through the air, and every village, rice terrace, and coastline feels like a verse of an untold legend waiting to be read. This is the unseen Vietnam, where beauty hides in the golden glow over terraced fields in Sapa and in the gentle rhythm of waves lapping against the white sands of Phu Quoc. Stand at the edge of Ha Long Bay as the mist lifts from limestone cliffs rising from emerald waters, and the world feels suspended between dream and reality. Watch the sun set over the Mekong Delta, painting the river in shades of copper, gold, and quiet reflection. Wander through the lantern-lit streets of Hoi An, where time slows and the warm glow of heritage whispers stories of centuries past. Feel the pulse of Hanoi, where ancient pagodas and French colonial charm meet the aroma of street-side pho. Or find serenity in the old imperial city of Hue, where the perfume river mirrors the soul of 1,000 years of history. Even amidst Vietnam's energy and movement, there is a quiet magic. In the distant call of a boatman across a misty river, in the soft laughter shared over steaming bowls of bun cha, and in the hum of cicadas beneath a sky heavy with stars in the highlands of Ja Lat. Journey from the rugged karsts of Ninh Binh to the wild beauty of Con Giao, or along the sun-kissed shores of Nha Trang, and you'll discover a land as deeply defined by its heart as by its landscapes. In Vietnam, nothing demands haste. The country itself invites you to linger. Here, you are not called to rush, but to pause, to breathe in the fragrance of life. Whether in a sip of strong Café Sua Ja, a glimpse of water buffalo in the fields, or a moment of stillness as incense curls up into the air of an ancient temple. So, traveler, here's a question for you. Which Vietnamese author captured the spirit of this land, weaving its struggles, dreams, and beauty into words that live on through generations? Leave your answer below. No map required. Vietnam isn't just a destination. It's a song of earth and water, a meeting of history and soul, and a reminder that true travel isn't only about seeing new places, but about finding the stillness to truly feel them. Some places don't just exist. They invite you into a world of stillness and wonder, where every whisper of wind, every ripple on the water, and every step taken brings you closer to nature's true beauty. Trang An, in the heart of northern Vietnam, is one such invitation. Not vast, not bustling, just serene enough to make you feel like you've stepped into a living painting, where mountains and water dance in harmony. Trang An doesn't demand your attention. It invites you to pause and be present, to breathe in the quiet beauty that surrounds you. Time here doesn't rush. It flows gently like the winding rivers that carve through the landscape, allowing you to fully savor each moment of peace. No crowds, no distractions. Just the tranquil rhythm of the water, where every turn reveals another breathtaking view of nature's untouched beauty. The mountains rise like ancient guardians, their peaks bathed in mist, while the emerald waters reflect the intricate patterns of the limestone karsts that line the riverbanks. Trang An is more than just a scenic spot. It's a place to reconnect with nature, where the land doesn't just sit still, it invites you to experience its peace. Where the water doesn't just flow, it carries the stories of time itself, and all you need to do is listen to the quiet rhythm of the world around you. Pause at the edge of the river, feel the cool mist rise from the water, listen to the gentle ripple of the current, and let the serenity of Trang An fill your soul. Trang An doesn't just exist, it endures. A natural sanctuary, a timeless haven, a presence that stays long after you've left. And then, dusk. The sky softens into shades of pink and gold, the water stills, and the world settles into the peaceful embrace of evening, while the mountains stand watch in silent reverence. And something stays, a deep connection to the water, the hills, and the peaceful rhythms of Trang An, as enduring and quiet as the land itself. This is Trang An, not just a destination, a journey, a place where nature doesn't shout, it whispers. Where silence isn't absence, it's the presence of ancient beauty, steady and sure, like the river that winds its way through the heart of this untouched landscape. Some places don't just exist. They lift you up into their quiet embrace, offering peace in every breeze, every view, and every step. Sapa, perched high in the mountains of northern Vietnam, is one such embrace. Not wide, not overwhelming, just grand enough to make you feel like you've stepped into a world where the land and sky meet in a perfect, serene balance. Sapa doesn't demand your attention. It simply invites you to pause and lose yourself in its beauty. Time here doesn't hurry. It flows slowly like the gentle mountain streams, letting you savor each moment, whether you're trekking through the rice terraces or sitting in a cozy cafe, watching the mist drift by. You walk along the quiet paths, the cool mountain air filling your lungs, the soft sounds of nature surrounding you, the rustling of leaves, the distant call of birds, and the quiet hum of life in the villages. No crowds, no rush. Just the quiet rhythm of the mountains, where every corner reveals a new layer of nature's timeless charm. The mountains rise like ancient sentinels, their peaks shrouded in mist, their faces carved by the hands of time, while the valleys below are alive with color, the vibrant greens of rice fields, the reds and yellows of flowers, and the rich, earthy browns of the land. Sapa is more than just a mountain retreat. It's a place of connection. Where the land doesn't just sit still, it invites you to breathe. Where the fog doesn't just roll in, it wraps you in its mystery. And all you need to do is listen to the rhythm of nature. Pause on a hilltop, Feel the cool wind on your face, hear the soft rustling of the trees, and let the peacefulness of the mountains fill your soul. Some places don't just exist in the world. They sweep you into a world of tranquility, where every moment feels like an invitation to breathe deeply and soak in the beauty around you. Phu Quoc, the island paradise off the southern coast of Vietnam, is one such invitation. Not large, not loud, just peaceful enough to make you feel like you found a place where the rhythm of the sea and the whispers of the jungle meet in perfect harmony. Phu Quoc doesn't demand attention. It gently calls you to pause and experience its serene beauty. Time here doesn't rush. It moves like the ebb and flow of the tide, allowing you to savor each moment, whether you're wandering along the beach or relaxing in the shade of the trees. You walk along the shore, the soft sand beneath your feet, the sound of waves gently crashing in the distance, and the soft rustle of palm trees swaying in the breeze. No crowds, no rush, just the peaceful rhythm of the sea and the quiet murmur of the island's natural beauty. The coastline stretches out, with pristine beaches meeting the crystal-clear waters, while lush forests rise inland, hiding secrets of this tropical paradise. Above, the sky is vast and open, painted in shades of blue, while below the clear waters shimmer, revealing the vibrant coral reefs and colorful fish beneath. Inland, the land is alive with the hum of nature. Tropical forests rich with life, waterfalls tucked away in hidden corners, and the quiet pulse of local villages that remain untouched by the noise of the outside world. Phu Quoc is more than just a beach. It's a retreat. Where the land doesn't just sit still, it invites you to slow down. Where the water doesn't just flow, it calls you to pause. And all you need to do is follow the island's quiet rhythm. Pause by the shore, feel the cool breeze, listen to the soft lapping of the waves, and let the serenity of the island fill your soul. Phu Quoc doesn't just exist, it thrives. An island sanctuary, a peaceful escape, a presence that stays with you long after you leave. And then, dusk. The sky softens into shades of pink and purple. The island quiets, and the soft hum of nature settles into the night. And something stays, a quiet connection to the land, the sea, and the peaceful rhythms of Phu Quoc, as deep and enduring as the island itself. This is Phu Quoc, not just a destination, a retreat, a place where nature doesn't shout, it whispers, where silence isn't absence. It's the presence of timeless beauty, steady and sure, like the gentle waves that kiss the shore and invite you back. Some places don't just stand, they pulse with energy, offering a blend of nature's beauty and city life that feels both vibrant and serene. Nha Trang, a coastal jewel of Vietnam, is one such pulse. Not overwhelming, not chaotic, just lively enough to make you feel that every moment is filled with warmth, where the rhythm of the sea and the beat of the city exist in perfect harmony. Nha Trang doesn't demand attention. It softly beckons, offering its beauty with the inviting hum of daily life. Time here doesn't rush. It flows like the ebb and tide, allowing you to enjoy each moment, whether you're taking in the city's energy or relaxing by the sea. No rush, no distractions. Just the harmonious blend of the sea's rhythm and the city's vibrant pulse. The skyline rises against the backdrop of mountains, their rugged peaks contrasting with the blue waters and golden sands below. Above, the sky is wide and open, its blue canvas stretching endlessly. Below, the beach unfolds into a lively city, with cafes, markets, and palm trees swaying in the breeze. Nha Trang is more than just a beach, it's an experience. Where the city doesn't just buzz, it embraces. Where the sea doesn't just crash, it welcomes. And all you need to do is find your rhythm and follow it. Pause by the water's edge. Feel the warm breeze on your face, listen to the sound of waves rolling in, and let the city's vibrant pulse fill your spirit. Nha Trang doesn't just exist, it thrives, a coastal haven, a lively escape, a presence that stays with you long after you leave. And then, dusk. The sky softens into shades of pink and orange, the city's lights begin to twinkle, and the beach quiets, resting beneath the stars. And something stays, a connection to the land, the sea, and the vibrant life of Nha Trang, as deep and enduring as the ocean itself. This is Nha Trang, not just a destination, a rhythm, a place where nature and city life don't compete, they coexist, where silence isn't absence, it's the calm after the buzz, steady and sure, like the waves that kiss the shore, inviting you back. Some places don't just belong to the map. They invite you to get lost in their beauty, to breathe in their quiet magic, and to witness the world unfolding in ways both old and new. Mekong Chai, tucked away in the mountains of northern Vietnam, is one such invitation. Not large, not loud, just expansive enough to make you feel like you've stepped into a hidden world where the mountains whisper stories only the earth knows. Mekong Chai doesn't demand your presence. It gently calls you in, offering its landscapes without haste. Time here doesn't rush. It stretches through the winding paths of rice terraces and the gentle flow of rivers, allowing you to immerse yourself in the quiet rhythm of rural life. You walk through the fields, the earth beneath your feet soft and damp, the sound of the wind rustling through the leaves, and the distant hum of life in the village blending with the natural surroundings. No crowds, no noise, just the slow pulse of a land where life moves in tune with the seasons. The terraced fields rise like steps carved into the mountainside, each layer a testament to the generations of farmers who have worked these lands with patience and care. Mekong Chai is more than just a landscape. It's a journey through time, where the land doesn't just exist, it speaks. Where the fields don't just grow, they tell stories. And where the air doesn't just blow, it carries whispers of ancient wisdom. Pause by a terraced field. Feel the cool breeze on your face. Listen to the rustling of leaves and let the peacefulness of the land settle into your soul. Mu Kang Chai doesn't just exist, it endures. A living landscape, a timeless retreat, a presence that stays with you long after you've left. And then, dusk. The light softens, the terraces glow under the fading sunlight, and the valley quiets, resting beneath a blanket of stars. And something stays, a quiet peace, a connection to the land, as enduring and deep as the mountains themselves. This is Mu Kang Chai, not just a destination, a reflection, a place where nature doesn't shout, it whispers. Where silence isn't absence, it's the presence of timeless beauty, steady and sure, like the terraced fields that have stood through centuries.
Hungarian Parliament Building, where democracy dances with dreams on the Danube. Along the shimmering banks of the Danube River, where Budapest's heart beats with the echoes of history and the sun sets fire to spires and domes, the Hungarian Parliament Building rises like a Gothic symphony in stone, a masterpiece of ambition, artistry, and national pride. It is not just a seat of power. It is a living monument to Hungary's eternal spirit. Approach the Parliament from the Grand Kossuth Square, and you'll find yourself drawn toward its soaring turrets, delicate arches, and the rhythmic lacework of stone that seems spun from dreams rather than carved by human hands. The facade glows with hues of ivory and gold, each intricate statue and stained glass window whispering stories of revolution, resilience, and the fierce love of a people for their homeland. Inside, step beneath vaulted ceilings that stretch like the wings of angels and wander through corridors lined with crimson carpets and shimmering chandeliers. Here, the Holy Crown of Hungary rests beneath a golden dome, not merely a relic, but a sacred heartbeat of a nation's identity, encircled by statues of kings who shaped its destiny. Every hall, every chamber resonates with grandeur. The session room, with its gleaming woodwork and ornate frescoes, where democracy unfolds day after day. The imposing grand staircase, where sunlight spills across mosaic floors like a benediction. And the assembly halls, where the pulse of Hungary's modern soul can be felt with every passionate debate. Outside, the Danube promenade offers breathtaking views. Across the waters, Buda Castle and Fisherman's Bastion rise like sentinels of history, and the Parliament's reflection shivers on the river like a candle flame caught between worlds. In spring, tulips and daffodils bloom in vibrant tapestries across the square, framing the building in living color. In summer, the river breeze carries music from street performers and the laughter of evening strollers. Autumn cloaks the Parliament in soft amber light, and in winter, twinkling lights and festive markets transform it into a cathedral of celebration beneath the frost-kissed sky.
Some places don't just exist in the world. They draw you in, offering a beautiful collision of old-world charm and timeless culture, where every alley, every lantern, and every moment feels like a gentle invitation. Hoi An in central Vietnam is one such invitation. Not loud, not fast. Just peaceful enough to make you feel like you've stumbled into a place where the present and the past move in perfect harmony. Hoi An doesn't demand your attention. It invites you to pause and enjoy its beauty. Time here doesn't rush. It flows like the river, calmly carrying you through the town's picturesque streets, where every corner reveals a story told in warm lantern light and colorful facades. No rush, no distractions. Just the beauty of a place where history lingers in the air and the present is filled with simple joys. The streets are lined with ancient wooden houses, their doors and windows adorned with vibrant lanterns, while the gentle hum of activity fills the atmosphere. Hoi An is more than just a town. It's a journey through time, where the streets don't just pass, they guide you through memories. Where the lanterns don't just glow, they speak of stories that span generations. Pause by the river, feel the cool breeze, hear the soft murmur of the water, and let the calm of the town settle into your soul. Hoi An doesn't just exist, it endures. A living museum, a cultural treasure, a presence that stays long after you've left. And then, night. The town glows softly in the dim light of countless lanterns, the river calm, and the city's quiet hum lulls the world into a peaceful slumber. And something stays, a sense of timelessness, a connection to history, as enduring and beautiful as the town itself. This is Hoi An, not just a destination, a memory, a place where nature and tradition coexist, where every corner holds a piece of magic, where silence isn't absence. It's the presence of serenity, steady and sure, like the gentle glow of lanterns in the evening sky. Some places don't just exist in the world. They sweep you off your feet, offering a blend of history, culture, and energy that feels both familiar and new all at once. Ho Chi Minh City, the vibrant heart of southern Vietnam, is one such place. Not silent, not slow, just dynamic enough to make you feel that every moment you spend here carries the pulse of a city that never stops. Ho Chi Minh City doesn't shout. It quietly invites you into its fast-paced dance. Time here doesn't race. It flows with the honking horns of scooters, the conversations spilling from cafes, and the gentle hum of daily life. No lull, no stillness. Just the constant buzz of life, where tradition and modernity meet, creating a harmony unique to this city. The streets are lined with colonial-era buildings, their faded facades offering a glimpse into the past, while gleaming skyscrapers rise alongside them, housing the vibrant, ever-changing present. Ho Chi Minh City is more than just a city. It's a journey, where the streets don't just pass, they capture you. Where the rhythm of the city doesn't just exist, it dances. And all you need to do is let yourself be swept along. Pause by the Saigon River. Feel the cool breeze against your skin, hear the soft murmur of the water, and let the city's energy settle deep into your soul. Ho Chi Minh City doesn't just exist, it thrives. a living pulse, a cultural tapestry, a presence that stays with you long after you leave. And then, dusk. The city glows with the lights of the skyline, the streets humming with life, while the night falls gently, bringing a calm that wraps around the city like a blanket. This is Ho Chi Minh City, not just a place, a heartbeat. A city where nature and progress coexist, where every corner holds something new, where silence isn't absence, it's the pause between the pulse, steady and sure, like the steady hum of a city that never stops. Some places don't just offer you a glimpse of the world, they draw you in, where every street, every corner, and every face tells a story. Hanoi, the heart of Vietnam, is one such place. Not loud, not rushed, just vibrant enough to make you feel as though you've stepped into the soul of a city that never sleeps, but always takes its time. Hanoi doesn't demand your attention. It gently invites you to discover its layers. Time here doesn't fly. It stretches with the rhythm of life, from the steady hum of scooters to the peaceful moments spent by Hoi An Lake. You wander through the old quarter, the sounds of the street vendors calling out their wares blending with the laughter of children and the chatter of passers-by, the aromas of pho and banh mi filling the air. No rush, no chaos. Just the pulse of a city where history and modernity flow side by side, where every street corner has a story to tell. The narrow streets are lined with colonial buildings and ancient temples, their weathered facades holding on to the echoes of the past, while the modern cafes and shops hum with youthful energy. Above, the sky stretches wide, a soft canvas of blue above the bustling city below. The city itself hums with a rhythm that you can feel in the air, as if every street and alley is alive with energy. Hanoi is more than just a city. It's an experience. Where the land doesn't just sit still, it thrives. Where the streets don't just pass, they invite you to pause. And all you need to do is listen and absorb the magic that surrounds you. Pause by the lake. Feel the cool breeze. Hear the soft murmurs of conversations around you, and let the city's heartbeat sink into your soul. Watch as the sunlight shifts, casting long shadows across the streets, and feel the timeless charm of Hanoi wrap itself around you. Hanoi doesn't just exist, it lives. A city, a memory, a presence that stays with you long after you leave. And then, dusk. The city glows with lights, the streets quieting, and the soft hum of daily life slows as the night falls. And something stays, a sense of belonging, a quiet connection as deep and enduring as the city itself. This is Hanoi, not just a place, a living memory. A city where nature and humanity don't clash, they coexist. Where silence isn't absence. It's the presence of life, steady and sure, like the quiet hum of a city that has stood for centuries. Some places don't just exist. They captivate your senses, pulling you into a world where the sea and sky seem to meld into one. Ha Long Bay, rising from the waters of northern Vietnam, is one such place. Not vast, not overwhelming, just mesmerizing enough to make you feel as though you've entered a realm where time flows differently. Ha Long Bay doesn't demand attention. It gently beckons you to pause and take in its grandeur. Time here doesn't rush. It drifts like the slow movement of boats gliding through the water, allowing you to savor every moment of serenity. You drift along in a boat, the calm waves lapping against the sides, the soft rustling of the breeze in the air, and the occasional call of a bird soaring above the towering rocks. No rush, no crowds, just the sound of water and the peaceful stillness of the bay, where nature exists in perfect harmony with the rhythms of life. The towering karsts and islands rise like ancient sentinels, their jagged edges softened by the mist, creating a landscape both surreal and awe-inspiring. Above, the sky stretches wide, a clear canvas reflecting the colors of the morning. Below, the water mirrors it all, shimmering in shades of green and blue, as if the world itself has been painted for you to enjoy. Inland, the bay is alive with life. Small fishing villages scattered across the waters, islands covered in thick forests, and the quiet hum of nature providing the soundtrack to this otherworldly paradise. Ha Long Bay is more than just a destination. It's a living, breathing work of art. Where the sea doesn't just crash, it embraces. Where the islands don't just stand, they awe. And where the land doesn't just exist, it invites you to breathe deeply and be part of it. Pause on the water. Feel the gentle sway of the boat, listen to the soft murmur of the waves, and let the tranquility of the bay sink into your soul. Watch as the sunlight reflects off the water, casting rippling patterns across the surface, and feel the timeless beauty of Ha Long Bay wrap around you like a gentle embrace. Ha Long Bay doesn't just exist, it endures. A natural wonder, a timeless sanctuary, a presence that stays long after you've left. And then, dusk. The sky deepens into rich colors. The water turns a deeper shade of blue, and the bay quiets, as if holding its breath for the night. And something stays, a sense of peace, a connection to the land and sea, as deep and enduring as the karsts themselves. This is Ha Long Bay, not just a place, a living dream. A place where nature doesn't shout, it whispers. Where silence isn't absence, it's the presence of eternal beauty, steady and sure, like the calm waters that surround this timeless landscape. Some places don't just exist on the map, they pulse with life, offering a blend of sea, sky, and culture that draws you in and never quite lets go. Da Nang, nestled on Vietnam's central coast, is one such place. Not overwhelming, not quiet, just vibrant enough to make you feel like you've discovered a land where the rhythm of the sea and the heartbeat of the city exist in perfect harmony. Da Nang doesn't shout for attention. It simply draws you in with its natural beauty and bustling life. Time here doesn't race. It moves like the waves rolling softly to the shore, gentle and steady, allowing you to enjoy every moment. You stroll along the beach, the soft sand beneath your feet, the sound of the waves filling the air, and the distant hum of the city blending with the peace of the coastline. No rush, no crowds. Just the beauty of a place where modernity meets nature with ease, offering both the tranquil and the lively. The coastline stretches before you, its pristine beaches meeting the blue of the South China Sea, while the iconic marble mountains rise in the distance, their peaks veiled in mist. Above, the sky is wide and open, a perfect canvas for the sun to cast its golden glow. Below, the city lies at your feet, a mix of modern skyscrapers and traditional pagodas, all while the sea and mountains stand as timeless backdrops. Inland, the land breathes with life, rivers flowing through lush valleys, mountains dotted with ancient temples, and the hustle of the city blending with the quiet hum of nature. Da Nang is more than just a city. It's a place of connection, where the land doesn't just stand, it welcomes. Where the sea doesn't just crash, it embraces. And where the city doesn't just exist, it invites you to experience the balance of both. Pause by the riverfront, feel the cool breeze, hear the soft rhythm of the water, and let the energy of the city and nature balance in your soul. Watch as the city lights dance on the river at dusk, casting long shadows over the bustling streets, and feel how the city and the sea come alive in unison. Da Nang doesn't just exist, it thrives. A vibrant city, a living landscape, a presence that stays with you long after you've left. And then, night. The sky turns to rich shades of purple and orange. The city glows with life, while the quiet hum of the ocean continues in the background. And something stays, a sense of peace, a connection to the land and sea, as enduring as the city itself. This is Da Nang, not just a destination, a symphony. A place where nature doesn't shout. It speaks gently. Where silence isn't absence, it's the rhythm of the city and sea. Steady and sure, like the waves that kiss the shores of this timeless land. Some places don't just exist in the world. They invite you to breathe in their quiet beauty, to pause and feel the rhythm of the earth in every corner. Ja Lat, nestled in the central highlands of Vietnam, is one such invitation. Not vast, not loud, just serene enough to make you feel like you've stepped into a world where time moves more gently. Ja Lat doesn't demand to be explored. It quietly wraps you in its charm. Time here doesn't hurry. It unfolds slowly like the petals of the countless flowers blooming in the valley, inviting you to savor each moment. No crowds, no rush. Just the beauty of a place where nature and culture intertwine in harmony, and the land offers up its treasures quietly. The landscape rises gently, with green hills and valleys stretching endlessly, and lakes sparkling in the sunlight, reflecting the clouds and the surrounding pines. Above, the sky is vast and open, a soft canvas of blue, while the mist lifts slowly, revealing the breathtaking vistas below. Ja Lat is more than a place. It's an experience, where the land doesn't just stand, it invites. where the flowers don't just bloom, they call you to pause. And all you need to do is breathe and listen. Pause by a lake. Feel the cool breeze on your face. Hear the soft rustling of the trees, and let the peacefulness of the land sink deep into your heart. Watch as the sunlight shifts, casting long shadows across the hills, and feel the calm of the place wrap around you like a gentle embrace. Jalat doesn't just exist, it endures. A sanctuary, a retreat, a presence that stays with you long after you've left. And then, dusk. The sky softens into hues of purple and gold. The valley quiets, and the cool air settles as night gently falls. And something stays, a sense of peace, a connection to the earth, as deep and enduring as the land itself. This is Jalat. Not just a destination, a feeling, a place where nature doesn't shout, it invites you to listen. Where silence isn't absence, it's the presence of timeless beauty, steady and sure, like the stillness of the land that has always been here.